never write that this respiration, aerobic respiration, takes place in presence of oxygen and this takes place in absence of oxygen. This is completely wrong. How to write? This takes place in presence of air and this takes place in absence of air. Air is different, oxygen is different. Oxygen is a component, a part of air, right? So, remember this, I have stressed on this aspect that sometimes you get confused. So, in the examination you may be asked what are the different kinds of respiration. So, you can say there are two different kinds of respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, oxygen is available or taken from the air, that is atmospheric air, and here the air is absent. The second difference is here a large quantity of energy is produced and in this case only 28 kilocalories, here 674. So, this is another difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Another thing is there, what is produced here, you see, here ethyl alcohol is produced, and but here in aerobic respiration carbon dioxide and water is produced. Let me list the differences that I have told you. The differences between this, first difference is air available, right, in aerobic, and in anaerobic I will write here. In anaerobic, air unavailable. First difference is, so make sure that you are not saying that oxygen is available or unavailable. It is air is available and air is unavailable. In aerobic respiration, air is available, and anaerobic respiration, air is not available. Second thing is, product are carbon dioxide, CO2 and H2O is produced. Here what is produced? Ethyl alcohol is produced. Ethyl alcohol and CO2. Ethyl alcohol and CO2 also. Plus CO2 plus energy 28 kcal. Right. So, here ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide is produced. So, product here is carbon dioxide and water, but here the product is CO2 and C2H5OH, right. This is the second difference. What is the third difference? You compare this amount of energy produced. Here 674 kilocalories are produced and here in this case only 28 kilocalories. So, what you will write? You can write the energy produced. Energy produced is, you see how much, 674 kcal, and here how much energy is produced? Only 28 kcal. This is the third difference. Another difference is there, that this is feature of large animals or developed animals, the animals which needed more energy, right, and they are on the surface of earth or in contact with the atmospheric air. But this is the feature of microbes, right. So, fourth difference is feature of means this type of respiration you will notice in feature of developed animals. Animals and plants, and this one is primitive feature of, this one is feature of primitive life forms. You cannot say animals, primitive life forms. Clear? So, these are the differences between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Clear? Now here at this place, I should tell you one important aspect. This anaerobic respiration is also known as fermentation. Fermentation. So here you must know the other name for anaerobic respiration is fermentation. This is also known as fermentation, right? You see, this feature of microbes is very well used in our day-to-day life, in our houses, right? You may have seen when your mother wants to make idli or dhokla, right? These are the Indian dishes we have. What do they do? If you go and tell your mama, I want idli, you just cook it. Is it possible? It's not instantly possible. You have to, your mother had to make preparations for that. So priorly she soaks this composition of ground rice and the pulses together overnight in water. When it is left there overnight, then the microbes present in that rice, inside that rice flour, they undergo with this process of anaerobic respiration and they add alcohol to that mixture and carbon dioxide in that material. That's why when that is cooked, is soft, spongy. Inside you find some hollows, as in the bread you find, right? Bread slices, you see it's like so many hollows are there, cavities are there, right? Why it is so? Whatever alcohol and carbon dioxide is there, when that is put into for frying or boiling, that escapes because of rise or their you see evaporating level. They escape from these food items because of increase in temperature, and that volume, that much space is created vacant there, a hollow is created, right? The more it is kept for long time, the more soft and fluffy your food will be, right? So that escapes and leaves a cavity like structure in that food item, as in the bread or in the dhokla or in that idli, many are there, right? So with this we conclude these two kinds of respiration. One is aerobic respiration, other one is anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, atmospheric oxygen is available, air is available. In presence of air it takes place. In anaerobic it is in absence of air, but not oxygen. You should not write like that. Clear? And we have already discussed 4 differences, and that's all about aerobic and anaerobic respiration, these 2 kinds. So see, important thing at this place is, in the examination many times either definition is asked, what is aerobic respiration, sometimes this chemical expression is asked, you have to write, sometimes the feature of this is asked, aerobic respiration, same all those questions are with anaerobic respiration. So I am telling you the questions, you write in your copy, right? First question is, what is aerobic respiration, right? What ingredients or reactants are required for aerobic respiration? How much energy is produced in aerobic respiration? What is the product of aerobic respiration? You will see aerobic respiration in what kind of animals or plants. Similarly, for anaerobic respiration, what is anaerobic respiration? What are the reactants side in aerobic respiration? What you find in this as amount of energy produced, right? So these are the questions. And another important question is, you have to write the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration, right? So all 4 points I have told you, you complete with that. That's all. Thank you. Take care.